going on, guys, and welcome back to the Hungry Road. My name is Eric, and if it's your first time seeing my face, please go ahead and smash the subscribe button, leave a like. Thank you, I really appreciate it. But today we're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, one of my common places I go to, and look what I found. Now, there's a story behind this. So I was here last week, and that's when I had the BMW 5 Series. There's a black one. I didn't review it because I reviewed a white one a year ago, same year, everything. But I saw this guy like tucked, blocking one of the entrances. And I asked about it, and they said, no, you gotta pay extra for that, you gotta pay extra for that. When I was returning the BMW 5 Series, I saw this exact car at the gas station at the airport. I'm like, it was extra, huh? And some dude got out of it, put gas in it, and drove it, and I went to return the car, and guess who pulled in behind me? This car. So I'm like, man, that's crazy. And when I get off the plane on Monday, what's in the executive aisle? This. I ran to it. So I'm very excited to bring you all the features and differences about this car, even though there are not many. But let's get started. So I was so excited to tell you guys about the car. I didn't even tell you what it is, but I mean, if you clicked on the thumbnail, you saw the title, and you're interested, you know what it is. It's a 2019 Dodge Challenger TA. Now this TA is the RT variant. It does come in 2 or 3 different variants. I know 2 of them. One is the RT, which has the 5.7 liter V8, making 370 horsepower. Then there's the 392 TA. That makes 485 horsepower from the 6.4 liter V8. Now the TA stands for Trans America. It is an homage to the 1970s, 1960s Chargers and Challengers way back when. So they added a few extra things around the car to try to, pay homage to those early rides. So since I've already reviewed the Dodge Challenger RT for 2021, I'm just gonna go over a couple of the differences here between the TA and the regular RT. So we can start with the grille here. This is usually like in a chrome sort of color, but it's been blacked out for the TA model. And we have the Challenger over here in cursive. Again, paying homage to that retro sort of style. And we do have TA. If you look inside the little lights here, these are actually air intakes on either side. I remember when the Hellcat first came out, it was a really big deal. They put an air intake right here at the front. Anyway, now it's 2 of them, one on each side there. There's TA inscribed like right at the bottom there. Very, very cool. But as far as the rest of the front grille here, it's pretty standard, comparable to the RT. So let's move up to the hood here. So the hood here has been replaced with a much more pronounced, much more monstrous and aggressive sort of front air intake right here. It is functional. If you look under the hood, the air does go in and off to the side and right into the air box here. And obviously you cannot miss the matte black sort of satin paint. Or this is it's a vinyl vinyl decal that starts right here on the front clip and continues through the hood and all over to the back of the car. All right, now we're on the back here of the TA. You'll notice a few things right off the bat. We have the matte black spoiler right here, and we also have the matte black trunk lid. Such a gorgeous combination of red and black. And we have the reverse camera right here, but check this out. Look at the tail lights here. Usually the lights are a complete sort of circuit here, like it goes like this and around the side there. But on the TA, it's only the stripe up top and a stripe on the bottom. That is such a nice and gorgeous subtle touch. Next to the Dodge logo right there in the middle, beautiful back end, huge exhaust tips below, and can't forget the Challenger script right here with the TA. Another special feature for the TA is the black gas cap. Usually that's in chrome, but it's in a nice matte black finish to match the rest of the paint here, or the vinyl. And while we're around this side of the car, let's go ahead and show you how to get in. So here are the keys right here. Pretty standard looking Dodge keys, nothing crazy. You do have your lock, unlock button, trunk button twice, remote start, press the remote start button twice to start the car. And like most of these Chrysler products, keep the keys in your pocket and grab the door handle underneath, unlocks the door, you can get right in. And if you want to lock it, just press the little black button right here and I'll lock it. The horn will indicate locking the car. All right, so we're inside the TA right now. It's a pretty standard looking interior. There's very little that's different about the RT versus the TA RT. Did I mention these are limited to 339 units for the entire world? This is a rare beast. In theory, this is rarer than a Lamborghini, Ferrari, most of them. But anyway, let's get started here. So we have a nice, cheap, plasticky finish right here. Decent window switches, little chrome door handle way at the bottom there. We do have a cup holder and a storage pocket on the back. Steering wheel is decent. I do have to have the car running or it'll beep the whole time while the door is open with the ignition on. But yes, steering wheel is nice and thick. It is heated, by the way. We do have heated seats as well. So the buttons on the steering wheel are very simple. Left, up, down, right, just like a video game. They kind of change your menu here. You can go through your performance screen, fuel economy, your audio, messages, all that kind of stuff. Phone call button down here, left and right. Then we have your cruise control settings all over here and the stuff you didn't get. I love it when cars put the blanks in there. We do have 2 paddles here, shift up, shift down, and on the back of the wheel, you kind of see here, we have your seat control, so you can skip a track or go backwards a track, and on the other side is volume control. Nice, delicious looking retro dashboard here. I believe the gauges are actually white instead of the usual black that they are in the RTs. We have the light switches down here on the left side over here. Dimmer switch, trunk button. I mean, it's a very simple interior. One thing I'm mad about is this screen. I know you can get a bigger screen. I know you can. But this is like a small one. It's got this giant border around it. Like, why'd you cheapen us out like that? We paid extra money for the TA. Why don't you give us the big screen? Or are you saying we should have bought the 392 and got the bigger screen? No matter. Start, stop buttons right here on your left. Below that, we do have mute, your hazards. You can turn your screen off down here. Sport mode kind of stiffens the car up a little bit. It used to open the exhaust baffles, but that was a previous model year. It doesn't do that anymore. Parking sensors, turn them off and on. The climate control is down here at the bottom. It's a very simple interior. And we do have your T-handle sort of shifter, which again further pays homage to the Challengers of the old or youth or old or whatever. But that's standard in almost all the Challengers, I believe, once you get a manual transmission. The infotainment screen is kind of tilted toward the driver a little bit, so your passengers and all, and your business and stuff. We do have cloth seats, little houndstooth print. It's very basic, very standard. But I think that's what this car is a big engine and a big body and a great exhaust note and good driving experience. You don't need all the extra stuff. The TA also features slotted rotors, as you can see, upgraded Brembo brakes, and it's been lowered just a hair to create a more aggressive stance. This thing just looks absolutely menacing. You already know what time it is when you see this angle, so let's hear it. What else do you do when it snows outside and you have 370 horsepower to the rear wheels? Snow nuts. Can't go very fast. Sliding around. Good times. Time to get out of here though. Gotta do your donuts and leave. Traction control back on. And let's roll. We are inside the 2019 Dodge Challenger TA RT. Just got set up here. It's time to head to the airport, so we can do a little quick U-turn here. Yeah, they call me the wheel man. Woo! Yep, in this thing. I'm not sure how many pulls and all that kind of stuff I'm gonna be able to do today, since the roads are looking pretty bad. I'm in Pittsburgh, of course, and it was a lot of freezing rain and snow on top of the freezing rain. Yeah, it just wasn't a good day for weather last night. I've actually had 2 flights canceled. My original flight, then the flight that I was rebooked on, have been canceled. But we're headed to the airport, about a 40-minute drive. Let's go ahead and we can put the car in the manual mode by grabbing your T-handle and sliding it over to the left. And you'll see on the indicator here we have M5, which means I'm in 5th gear. There are 8 speeds in this transmission, so your right finger is back here. Press that to shift up, 6, up to 7. Immediately we go to 8 because of not enough torque on the transmission. Yep, shift not allowed. Let's give it a little more juice. And 8. So that 8 gear, real low RPM, getting 11 miles to the gallon. But we can downshift with the left one. You can hear downshift, left again. Beautiful exhaust note. But it's not great weather out here. So let's put the car back into automatic mode by shifting it back over to the right. One thing I will admit about this car, it has the most aggressive heated seats. They get so hot so fast, and so does the wheel. It's like too much within like the first 3 to 4 minutes. You gotta turn it down to low manually by itself by going into the infotainment system. But I am grateful for the heated seats. I mean, it's really cold outside right now. This car does drive very similarly to the RT, the 2021 RT that I reviewed about a year ago. Steering is very decent. You can't change the steering feel in the infotainment system. There's a normal and a sport mode. I don't remember seeing that on the RT that I reviewed, but it's decent. Again, it's like a 4,500 pound car. It is referred to as the boat, the cruise ship, whatever, with a whole bunch of power. But it's a nice GT cruiser. It is just absolutely perfect for long drives. I can attest to that with my 2012 SXT that I had for like 5 years. I've taken many 300-400 mile road trips in that car, and it just worked. Like, there was nothing to complain about. And this is the same thing here. The seats are very, I don't know what to say about these seats. These are a little more sporty for sure, and they definitely hold you in place, but yeah, they're not as comfortable. They are electronically adjustable down here on my left side, but you get like forward, back movement, a bit of lumbar, but it's very, very not, you know, intuitive. Not like the Lincolns or whatever, where it's like a 30-way seat or something crazy. But no matter. You can also go into manual mode just by pressing the paddles and not even moving the shifter over. So if I click the left shifter here, I get manual mode engaged, hold plus paddle to exit. So now I'm in 7th gear. I can downshift again if I want to. I can upshift again. But if I want to go back into automatic mode, I can hold down the plus button. And now the 8 turns back into a D, and we're in drive again. Pretty easy system to use. But that glorious engine note never gets old. I can listen to it all day long. I'm doing about 2,000 RPM, and it just grumbles back there. You can almost feel it. And that's the personality of these cars, and I absolutely love them. These are the things we're going to lose with electric cars. Now, I'm not anti-electric cars by any means. I'm just saying this is what's going to happen eventually. You can't just pipe sound in through the speakers and call it sound. This is like a soul of the beast. You just feel it. You just, I don't know how to tell you or what to say about it. It's just a wonderful sound. It adds to the personality of a car. Cars can look good. They can even smell good. You know, new cars smell or whatever. But they gotta sound good too, you know? Gotta have that sound. Give it a little kick here. So beautiful. Absolutely love it. The valves open up about 4,000 RPM. The sound completely changes. That's where the car needs to live. Now, I don't know why Dodge got rid of the option where you could open the baffles unless they're always. That doesn't make any sense. I remember renting some 2016, 2017 Charger RTs, and you press the sport button and the baffles opened up and you can hear the engine note just a bit clearer. Why not do that again still? Was it something against that? Regulations? I don't know. The government got their control on everything. But I guess I understand. But yeah, at 4,000 RPM, the car turns into a whole different beast. It is such an amazing sound. Now, I am curious about the 392. That's 485 horsepower, which is another 115 more than what this car has. How does that engine sound? How does the engine feel? Is it more responsive? Trash gas mileage. Oh, let me tell you about that. So I'm getting an average of 12.6 miles per gallon right now. Now, I ain't been hitting it like that all day long or all week long, but on a highway I get like 25, 26 miles a gallon. But putting around here, man, up and down these hills in Pittsburgh, yeah, the gas mileage is gonna be terrible. So if you get a car like this, be prepared. Oh, I'm splashing the water over there. Be prepared to pay up the nose for some gas. You know, that's the cost to be the boss, to have this sound, to have that power, to have a car that looks as good as this. All right, I am a child, so let's go ahead and put it into manual mode. We do have a little bit of room in front of us here. Downshift a couple times. 6th, 5th, 4th. Did there go 3rd? 3rd. Oh, the way that thing pops when it shifts gears is absolutely incredible. Love this engine note. Oh, dude, was so bad. For being a sports car, the suspension is actually pretty soft yet stiff at the same time. I don't know how to explain that. So when I'm driving along, there's like little bumps. You know, you'll see me bouncing around in the car or whatnot. But there's been some pretty big bumps or potholes that I've hit on accident, of course. And the car kind of absorbs them pretty well. I'm not sure if it's the tires or the suspension, because the suspension is supposed to be a little stiffer, and it's been lowered a little bit. But you see those little bumps there? But it's not terribly soft, or not terribly hard. And I kind of like that. But I think that's one of the benefits of having such a big frame car, such a big body whip. All right, I'm a child, part 2, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. That sound is so beautiful. My goodness. Now, when you first get in the car and you look over the long ass hood, it can be pretty intimidating, because you might think you're gonna smack into something, or you're gonna be too far away from a curb, or too close to a curb, or a parking spot, whatever. But the more you drive it, the easier it gets. You get to know the car. I'm pretty sure this Challenger is the exact same dimensions of the Challenger that I owned, because it's the same body style, or the same wheelbase, everything. All they do is swap out some of the front fascia, the rear fascia, the wheels, all that kind of stuff. But most of the other parts are still the same. So I'm used to it. And that's all it takes, is to just drive it a little bit, get used to it, have some fun with the car, and you'll really enjoy it. Like I've been doing for the last week here. But I really might start looking for a T8 392, because I've absolutely fell in love with this car. I think it's even better than the RT that I reviewed, but that was 2 years newer, with more technology and stuff in there. Or it does have blind spot, little triangle show up in the corner, beeps when the car is next to you and your blinker's on. Backup camera's okay. It's actually pretty trash, not even gonna hold you up. But that small screen, they gotta do something about that, which they did in the later years with RTs and SRT-8s or whatever. They definitely improved that. But this is a really nice car, one of my favorites. The Challenger, I fell into it a long time ago, and I haven't let go of it. I miss mine a lot. So I'm really considering looking into getting another one. There's a void in my heart. I gotta fill it. All right, I'm gonna give you all my final word. Currently leaving the gas station at the airport. $38.10 for like 8.5 gallons of gas. Man, how did I use that much gas? I looked at my meter here and it said I had like just a little less than 3/4, but you know what? This car has a 24-gallon tank. Anyway, give it a little rip here. All right, yield sign. Are we good? But yeah, man, you should have seen the people at the National Car Rental place last week. They were looking for 4-wheel drives and safety car. But man, if you know how to drive, you can drive anything. I've owned 6 rear-wheel drive cars in my lifetime. 2 Chevrolet Caprices, 1995s, 2 Maseratis, 1 Quattroporte, 1 Gran Turismo, and 2 Challengers. Never had any problems. Get some good tires and know how to drive the car. Don't do more than the car is asking to, or can do. Feel the road and just drive, man. Everything's gonna be all right. They wouldn't make rear-wheel drive cars if they weren't safe. I think, you know, but people are stupid. They do stupid things. And yeah, accidents happen. People get hurt, unfortunately. But yeah, man. Where was I at? I was at the hotel or something. Oh, you got that to rent in this weather? Sure did. Because it's going to be fun. Guess what? I'm fine. Going out to the airport. Had a good time with it. Love this thing. I prefer wheel-wheel drive cars. My current car is a Ford Taurus, 2015 Ford Taurus Show. Saw-wheel drive. It's cool. I can't do donuts in it like I can in this thing. But that's okay. You know, it's safe. There it is. It's safe. All-wheel drive is kind of good for traction and launches and stuff like that. But anyway, let's wrap this up. So I couldn't believe I got a hold of one of these rare beasts at a rental car company in Pittsburgh. The license plate is from Ohio, so somebody over there ordered it. I don't know if they got in trouble. But anyway, it's been very, very fun with this car. It's been only a few days. I got a few more days left with it. It's gonna be a good time, but it is near and dear to my heart. It reminds me of my white Challenger. It had a very similar black stripe on the side. Didn't have the bigger engine or the matte black hood or all the new stuff. That was in 2012. But we don't care about all that. But the crazy part is, it was totaled about 5 days ago, a year ago. Does that make sense? So I don't know. It's kind of cool to have the opportunity to drive this car a year after mine got totaled. So there it is. But I do think the 392 with the T8 package would probably be the perfect Challenger. Yes, there's Hellcats and wide body Hellcats and red eyes and demons. what are you gonna do with 700, 800, almost 900 horsepower? You can't use on the street. 485 is like a really good number, nice big engine, great exhaust note, and you get the package. I think that's right where I need to be. So I might start looking for one, who knows? Ford Taurus Show, Dodge Challenger T892. Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, guys, thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. There's never an empty tank or empty stomach on this road. Get ready to go to Big Shot Bob's right now and get some more wings. I love their wings. Remember to take care, guys. Stay safe. Thank you.